Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Haiku Friday, and it is still barely morning. I had a late start today. Uh, Enjoyable, relaxing morning so far. Obviously, unencumbered by haikus, except for now, because I've been having a lazy morning, I would say. But let's get started, okay? Enough about me. We're here to talk about the magic of haiku. So let's make the magic happen. First one is from Max Q. We're searching for awe. The path of totality blinds us from the light. Yeah, I like that. Um, yeah, did everybody have a good, a good eclipse, I guess? We saw, it was a little cloudy here. We had a little, like much of the country, but we got a little inkling of it, and that was nice. Uh, and I think Max Q. I think it was weird though, isn't it funny? You can look at pictures and go, "Oh, that's really neat," but then when you actually go out and experience, albeit through uh, highly filtered lenses, it is pretty wild to kind of be in the middle of this event. And to me, I felt very weirdly cosmologically and cosmically connected, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what that was about, but it's true. And okay, so in keeping with this theme, we have one from Bill. Thank you, Max Q. That was lovely. Bill writes, the solar eclipse slides across the earth. Don't look. Retinopathy. Ooh, that was weird. That last sign, I got a big beep. Prior to that beep, I have my sound silenced on my computer, but for whatever reason, I do get those beeps occasionally. So let's do this again, shall we? The solar eclipse slides across the earth. Don't look. Retinopathy, which I was worried I would stumble on that word again, but I didn't. All right. So thank you, Bill, and good that you're back. I was worried last week because you're always there every week, but I wrote you back and I said I don't want to be a person that bothers people. Sometimes people are just done with doing haikus, especially or doing haikus with me, and I don't want there to be like any like, hey man, where's your haiku? Any of that stuff. It's just like, but I just everything's okay. So thank you, Bill. And this comes from a conversation, not an email conversation I was having with Rika-san concerning Wendy's hamburgers. Yes, this is the kind of literary thing that we talk about. Wendy's hamburgers. So here's Riko-san's reaction. What an illusion in thinking we have a choice, square burger or round. Yes, that's funny. So that was very funny. All right, so now thank you, Rika-san. Thank you, Max Q. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Riko-san. And here is mine. I was thinking about my dishwasher, my Denny's dishwasher days this morning. Coffee sludge pirate, ashtray onion ring plunder, bus tub buccaneer. Yes, yar. Okay, so that's it for Haiku Friday. But if you want to stay tuned, and I'll tell you what's going on around here. Nothing too exciting, but uh, you know, kind of feeling a little retired lately. Sarah and I watched a movie in the afternoon the other day, um, Wonka, and we enjoyed it. We enjoyed it. It was just like it was not heavy, of course, and it was silly, lighthearted, and it was just a fun movie. So let's talk some painting, shall we? Now, here's my paintings that I finished this last week. I do have a few more things in the hopper, but this one I finished, and this is DB. Oh no, it's BF plus DB uh, equals BFF. Yes, it's black velvet with with acrylics, black velvet with acrylics. And this is kind of fashioned after a black velvet painting I saw of Jesus with Elvis. Uh, so I thought, who would be Elvis to Sasquatch? And I thought maybe DB Cooper. Maybe. Maybe they had an adventure. I don't know. That one, and now this one I'm not done with, but I'll show you kind of the process of what's going on. This used to say, I'm outdoorsy. Um, I like getting drunk on patios, but now it says, I'm out. I run on patios. Uh, and I don't know. I'm not entirely, I don't know about this castle with the Loch Ness monster thing in there. It looks pretty cool. Maybe I'll keep it that way. I was thinking about sort of changing it up a little bit. But I think sometimes I get fixated on making things, changing things up because I don't want to move on to the next project. I'm a little bit afraid to start the next project, maybe. So I do have a couple more over here. I'm looking at the oil painting, which has been at it for, bits and starts for a month or so on that. So what else is new? We went to Pie and Whiskey last night, and that's part of Spokane's Get Lit Festival. Every year, this time of year, we talk literary stuff in Spokane, and Spokane is actually a hub of some really good writers. Um, and so those writers did readings last night, and they were fun and they were great to listen to. Um, and one of those readers was our dear Rico san was there. Uh, and I loved what he wrote, and there was singing involved, and I loved that. He started singing in the middle of this, and it was so cool because it's fun to watch people. There's People are taken aback by the courage of just singing in public, I think, and people don't know what to do with it, and that's fun to watch. So it's a fun thing. And so then Rico-san crashed here at the Haiku Hacienda last night, and that was fun. And we had big breakfast this morning. And he's off to the next adventure. What else did we do? Oh, we took our grandkids shopping. That was fun. My grandkids are so cool. I love them. My garden peppers just started to sprout this morning. I'm pretty excited. And those will be going on. Oh, this is kind of big news. I got invited to be on Brush on the Bluff, which is a painting thing and like a festival down on Spokane's bluffs off of High Drive down at Polly Judd Park, and I'll be getting you more information. That's in May, and it's a thing where a bunch of painters will paint, and then people will come and talk to them, and I guess ask them, "Why do you think that's any good?" That's what they'll probably ask me. But it'll be fun. It'll be a fun thing. I just finished reading a book which I thought was great, and I'm not a big book recommender, but this one was called The Slip by Prudence Pfeiffer, not Pfeiffer, but Pfeiffer. No, and they're just a Peifer. And it concerns about art. It concerns artists that lived in the late 50s, early 60s, on in lofts, right there in where the East River and the Hudson River meet each other in New York City, Manhattan, and their lofts that they kind of squatted in and the art they made and their process. And it was great. And the artists were like Robert Indiana, who went by the name just Indiana, Ellsworth Kelly, which his stuff is pretty cool. Agnes Martin, interesting. James Rosenquist, Lenore Towney, Delphine Seyrig, and her husband at the time, Jack Youngerman. And that was really fun. I recommend that. I borrowed it from the library. I'll be turning it back into the library on Tuesday. So maybe you can snag that book called The Slip. It was a page turner. Um, So, read that, and then I've been doing a little bit of writing myself, as I think I'd already talked about at one point, in my spo74.com, where I set up a website where I wanted people to tell their Expo 74 stories, in either written form or verbal form. But then I found out, people don't have stories to tell. So I started making up stories, and I've got a few more. I've got two more of those kind of, one's just notes, the other one I've started. I've got two already on there. One is a recording, one is an actual written account. So you can go to spospo74.com, SPO74.com, and kind of search around there and you can find those and look at those. Those are fun. And I do enjoy that. I do enjoy writing. And, it's sort of like acting in a way that you become a character. And much like uh, acting, I become, when I write, I become this character that is the writer of these stories. And it's just sort of improv stuff and it's fun. Uh, so if you get a chance, if you have a story to tell or you want to make up story, believe me, I know how hard it is. My big story of Expo 74 is how much I like the apples that I ate there when I was 14. The apple, one giant apple. But you know, that's probably not enough to make like a mini series out of. So I get it that people don't want to talk about their experiences there because I don't want to talk about mine. I'd rather make up bullshit experiences that people never really had. So if you're in that vein, if you need a writing prompt, please consider spospo74.com. And my plan was to read these things on the air during Expo 74 50th anniversary celebrations, which are taking place from April to August or July. Anyway, thank you. Thank you for tuning in to Haiku Friday. Have a great weekend. I plan on getting a lot of little things done. I hope you do too. Hope it's nice weather wherever you are. Take care. Bye now. And I will be doing this again next week, I'm sure, till somebody stops me. Bye.